Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today we're doing some more work to Miranda, the flip Rover 75. Not flipping Rover 75, we are flipping it, but it's not a flipping car, it's a lovely car. So we're going to do some getting the nasty plasticky trim that people have stuck to it off, and various other bits as well.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So a quick recap on what's been done so far. So obviously Simon, I would say Simon and I, but it was all Simon, sorted out the paint on this front corner. It looks really good. The water's actually beading up nicely. We sorted out the paint down here, where it just a bit of a surface rust that we've removed and treated and covered again. And then we sorted out this door, which was scuffed, and it's now, again, the water is beading up rather nicely on there. We've got part worn tyres on, so the tyres were mismatching in terms of size, and also not very good in terms of tread on two of them. So I've actually got 4 new tyres on this car now, which is really good. You'll notice there's some trim missing inside, and that's because the headlining is out. Now I was going to bring you the video of this to show you, but time is against me, so I've actually got Austin to get on with the headlining, so that's, I think, ready to go back in. We might go and have a look at that in a sec. But yeah, all the trim's out to get the headlining sorted. Same ivory fabric I used on the Streetwise. It's a really good match. Seems pretty stock. Yeah, so that's all good. But what I'm going to do today, we're going to try and get this applique off all these dials. So we've got all the interior dials have got this chrome on. Some people may say it doesn't look too bad. I don't like it personally. I don't think it should be there. Handbrake gaiter I actually forgot to bring, so that needs to go on at some point, because hopefully in the next few days we'll be getting the photographs on this car and getting it advertised for sale. So I won't do a sales pitch in this video, but we will do it at some point. So we're going to sit and do that in a sec. And then the other thing we need to do is get sort of bits like this off, so we might have to get the polish out in a sec. And then we do need to polish the headlights. They're okay, but not perfect. But also we've got this sort of glue residue where someone stuck the chrome to this front bumper. So we're going to use this this kind of glue and tar removal wheel on my drill, and we'll get set up, and we'll start with that first, because that's probably the easiest thing we're going to do. Right, so we need to be fairly careful with this. Obviously this is 20-year-old MG Rover plastic, so it's not the best in the world. Now I could sort of stand here with my thumb and just sort of scrape it off like that, but that would get rather probably ruin my thumbnail. So we're just going to do it like this. And we can see the glue just pops off fairly readily. Well, once it's cleaned and washed, we'll actually put some Hourtrol on it, because Hourtrol, discovered, is probably not so good for the headlights, but it is really good at getting the black or the plastic trim back in good condition. So we'll just keep doing this. Won't take long, hopefully. And I've got the drill on very low torque setting, because what we don't want to do is really have it kind of running too hard. Snatching a bit on something. Now that is one of those noises. It's a bit like running your fingers down a blackboard. It's a little bit grating, so I do apologise to anyone with a sensitive nature. Right, so we'll just get a bit more done. Won't show you everything, but you get the idea of what to do. Well, hopefully no one else is going to have to go through this. there we are, pretty much job. Just spotted a bit I haven't quite got. So this actually gets quite hot, or warm. So you can imagine if you were doing this with your thumb, that's what eventually would happen. So you can get this off with your thumb, but it's going to hurt. So what we'll do, we'll wash this off at some point. The car's going to have a thorough wash fairly soon. There's a few little bits I can't quite get the thing into, but it's a lot better than it was. And then we'll get some Hourtrol on that just kind of bring the colour back a little bit. But we'll bring the camera back slightly. Oh, but that does look a lot better. Obviously, we'll get the hose in there just to get that green slime off the off that air scoop there as well. So we'll move inside now and we'll have a go at the dash vents with their lovely silver applique. Right, so that was timed to perfection because we've got that outside bit done, and now the rain has started again, so it's a bit of a showery day, so that was good. So yeah, it's a reminder we're going to get this horrible, I think it's horrible. I mean, you can disagree with me if you want, but yeah, someone's stuck. I'm not sure that's been stuck on as well, so that's going to come off a little bit easy. Oh my god, that's in several layers. Good lord, good lord. God, I sound like Ernest Pickle now. Oh my god, that's come off fairly. Oh, that's encouraging. If it all comes off like that, I'll be happy because there's actually no residue there. And what I don't really want to do is to use this these thinners. So I've got these thinners to dissolve any glue that won't come off. Don't really want to do that because it's not the smartest thing to do, although I do things that aren't smart sometimes. So we'll get you set up so you can see what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll crack on with this. So I've given up trying to mount the camera, so let's hope that the rest comes off as easily as that. I think that one is supposed to be there, but this one here definitely isn't, the one covering the fresh air vent. So we'll just try and ease that off. That's coming off all right, thankfully. Oh, it's a bit sticky. That's come. Ah, yeah. Thankfully, it's pretty low tack glue, so we can probably just. No, there's barely any residue on there at all, so that's good news. So let's try these dash vents. Let's hope these aren't too brittle. Oh, look at that. That is good news. I was imagining fumigating myself with thinners, but these just literally prise off. Low tack adhesive. I actually work quite a lot with adhesives. I work for a manufacturer of adhesives basically, so yeah, these ones are definitely not low tack or heat resistant, unlike the stuff we make, which is high tack and very heat resistant. Let's try and ease this one out. And I can understand why someone's done this, because they're making the car look what they think nice. Let's get an old cloth just so we keep on top of this glue residue. Yeah, that's good. That's very, very supple, that adhesive, so that's not going to take too much effort to get that off, which is really good news. So this car is having a thorough clean inside and out before it goes on the market, so I am just chucking it on this old, I think it's an old foam case that got left in the car. Oh, this is a really, I don't know what this adhesive is, but it's I'm actually going to get a little bit of thinners on there off camera just to make sure we're not making more of a mess, because that will pick up dust and dirt very easily. Right, so that's the first one done without too much. There's a little bit of residue on there, but I've just rubbed it off slightly with some thinners. I'm going to go over it again in a minute. Just want to get the little plastic off and then clean it up. Obviously it's going to have a thorough detail inside anyway, so we'll now start on this one. I'll do that off camera and then I'll show you the finished result. Hopefully it's going to look really good. So all the bling is off, which I thought was going to take a lot longer than it did. It's actually come up all right. There's a bit of glue residue on the dashboard, so I'm just going around with a bit of thinners, not too much, just a bit on this cloth, just getting the glue off best we can. This is a bit loose, just need to fettle that back into place in a sec. I actually ended up taking this part of the dash out because it was a lot easier to get these out, but yeah, all the crud's gone off the vents, round the clock, round the cold air vent, That's looking a lot better. So we'll get you back on the tripod. Now it's stopped raining, we'll just get some of this glue that held the badges on in a sec. Right, so a couple more jobs still on the outside. I've already actually done the other side off camera just to practice, but we're going to get this 75 badge off, which A, shouldn't be there anyway, and B, it's probably the wrong badge for a start. So I'm just going to get some dental floss and try. Normally you do this with the badge on, so it'd be a lot easier with the badge on, but we'll just try and give it a bit of a start. That does not want to know. Just lift this up. It's going to start to rain again as well, which is sodding typical. We should be able to get the, to be honest, it's easier just to peel it off. Yeah, so if the actual plastic bits of the badge were still there, it would come off a lot easier. We'll just pull it off with my thumb like this. We'll just rub it with thinners just to loosen it a bit further. Hopefully the rain's just going to hold off just for 5 minutes for me to A, finish this job, so we can just finish off the last few bits on this car and get it finally ready for sale, and yeah, wrap the video up for you lot. So I'm just using a very sparing amount of thinners just to get into that glue a bit. It is getting into the glue. So let's put a bit. Now thinners you've got to be really careful with, so outside is fine. But yeah, you will get high if you inhale this. When I was using these inside, actually the windows still are open, so I need to shut those. But yeah, make sure you're in a well ventilated space. If you're working inside a car, that means open the windows or open the doors just to get some air in. Get a bit of thinners on there just to dissolve that. That is dissolving. That's actually coming off all right. Now that's loosened up enough. We'll just quickly grab the flappy wheel thing again, and very gently. Oh, doesn't like that. Bit. That's it, that's that bit done there. Just give it another quick rub over with the thinners. Yeah, so please be careful if you are going to use thinners. I'll just move the camera ever so slightly to where this Rover badge was stuck on here. Now I'm sure this is all done with the best intentions, because no one buggers up a car deliberately, or do they? I don't know. But yeah, putting a Rover badge where it shouldn't be is not the crime of the century, that's for sure. Get that polish residue off while we're there as well. Okay. Actually, I don't think we need to use the wheel on that. I think that's come up all right by itself, which is good news. Happy days, hurrah! So that is the outside de-badgified as well. There we are. So we've got all the badging off the side, which shouldn't be there. It should have Rover 75 on the boot. That'll look better once it's had a bit of a wash. So that's done as well. So there we are, that's good. So let's wrap up this video. I'm going to do it from inside the car. So the only job left to do today, after doing that, is just to give the car a bit of a cruise round, just to make sure everything's loosened off. It's been sitting for a week or so. Austin is moving it, but it's not getting a decent drive, so I shall do that now, and just tell you what the next steps are with this car. God, it's driving so nice now. So yeah, it's had all its suspension bits renewed where it needed it, 'cause it was a bit clunky. Obviously new tyres, handbrake's been not just refurbished but replaced, so new back plates, because they were completely shot, which is a common 75 ZT problem. So that's been done. Obviously Simon's done the paintwork for me. I've just done a bit of cleaning. We've got a couple more bits to do. It's funny driving a car with that headlighting actually, with all the cables dangling everywhere, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm hoping my GoPro's okay, because this is my good GoPro. I've got a slightly older one which is for getting wet and stuff, but this one I don't want to really have to replace, because they're not cheap, because they do tend to upgrade them every year as well. Oh, that's driving nice. Yes, I've got to do the handbrake gator. Just debating whether to put a new MOT on it, because it's got MOT till April I think on this, so it's whether it will sell better with 12 months MOT. It will go through MOT now. Yeah, everything's working. It's even going to have pretty much a full tank of fuel, because I do keep cars topped up. I don't like cars with even half a tank of fuel in it. It just especially with older cars, it just sends shivers down my spine with things getting clogged up and what have you. But yeah, this is going to make someone a really nice car. And it's just so nice actually driving it without the crud on the air vents. Yeah, it obviously needs a full clean as well, inside and out. We'll do that. I've done this leather seat already. Just need to go over everything again, just so it's really nice, so it smells nice, and it's going to be a good car. So probably the last video you'll see on this car will be me having it all prepared for sale and actually selling it, telling you what it's going to be up on the market for, and all the bits you do before you sell a car. So look out for that. If you haven't already done so and you want to see videos like this, then please do hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing some more work to penny the Rover Streetwise really soon. Don't forget to like, share, and also please comment as well. If you've got any thoughts, comments, then do leave them down below. Thank you for watching Beards and Bangers. I'll see you again on the next episode very soon. Goodbye.